Guys, I'm sure everyone has heard the exciting news about Coach Deion Sanders taking over head coach of the Colorado University Buffaloes. This is fantastic. This is a $5 million a year salary. I want to talk about what does this mean for his former team, the Jackson State University Tigers, and also what does this mean for Colorado. This is an interesting movement, and let's just listen to the sights and sounds. Thanks, guys.
And this is my job and my occupation and my business and my dream to bring you back to where you know you should belong. That's what we walk in. Look at her history. Look at her history. Look at it. That's two more in.
Alright guys,
That's the way we walk in.
that's the way we walk in. I'm just learning that.
Shoulder to shoulder, we will fight, 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 fight. Fuck 'em up, go see you. Oh, dear.
I know y'all been hearing the rumors and everything that's been transpiring around about my whereabouts and what I'm gonna do, and I like y'all to hear it from me and not from any.
Hi guys, there's excitement in the air as Deion Sanders has taken the top job at Colorado University. Now, Deion Sanders has become the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes. This is in the Pac-12, where they are now the bottom of the table. Now, the University of Colorado, being 1-11 this year, had an interim coach, and now they're looking to find someone to bring back the spark to Colorado. Now, if you remember, the Colorado Buffaloes won the national title. They actually shared it with Georgia Tech in 1990. Now, this means that they want to bring back the old times. And is Sanders the right person? Now, some people, negative people on Twitter, some people, have been mumbling under their breath that Deion Sanders is a sellout. Now, this is something that I take umbrage to. Reason is, Deion Sanders did a fantastic job at the Jackson State Tigers. And, we looked at it and it was exciting to see him go in there, bring in a 12-0 season. He has mentored a lot of young men, and yes, the job is not done, but it's time for people to figure out next man up. There's so many people who have left the NFL who can fill his spot, and you know what? He has given I would say he has given an avenue to many young men who have left the NFL for different reasons, a chance to come back and redeem themselves, probably go down to Howard University or different places and coach, right? There's so much folks who have left the NFL right now who can, go back and give back to the young people. What we should understand is that there are only 13 coaches currently in the Power 5. Now, what that means is the top 5 conferences. Now, if you look at that, 130, I think it was 132 teams and 13 black coaches, 10%. Deion Sanders will now become the 14th black coach. This is good for him. And you know what? The important thing is, what does this mean for Jackson State? So for Jackson State, what it means is that they need to go and find another good coach. And you know what? They have to understand, if you're paying someone $300,000, you have to think about the caliber of person you'll get. You have to invest in something to cause it to grow. And this is something that I think that historical black colleges and universities have to think about, that if you're going to pay the coaches $300,000, you will see the type of talent that you get. And one of the things about it is, I do understand that they don't have the money and the funds to do this, but other big universities invest in their programs, and that's why they're doing that well. So something to think about. But what does this also mean for the Colorado Buffaloes? for the Colorado Buffaloes, there's excitement in the air, and this is something good for them. One of the big things for Deion Sanders, the coaching will be great, but what's important, can he attract good top talent to the Colorado Buffaloes? And that's going to be his challenge, to get those guys to come in, especially to shore up the line, the defensive line and offensive line, and get a good running back. And also, he has already stated that his son Shador will be competing for quarterback, the top quarterback for the team. So this is something, that is going to be very interesting as the season goes on. And definitely next year, I look to see, and all eyes will be on, Sanders, to see if he can bring that magic to Colorado. I'm looking for him to at least go 8-4 next year. And I'm saying that because it's important to show dividends, immediately. And I'm watching, and we will all be watching the Pac-12 to see what happens. Now, what does it mean for other black coaches? Now, one of the things is I don't see this meaning anything special for other black coaches, because what's important is performance. One thing about, professional sports and top level amateur sports, it's always that Janet Jackson adage, what have you done for me lately? And if Deion Sanders does well, he'll do well for himself, and things will go on. What's important is that other people will be inspired, and I'm looking for a lot of people outside to start to think about entering coaching. There's so many people who have left the NFL who I think can contribute back as coaches. And look what happened. Deion Sanders started very small. I mean, $300,000 a year in Jackson, Mississippi. I don't think you can start smaller than that. And he worked his way up. Now he has this nice job, which potentially could be a $25 million over 5 years. And when I looked at Deion Sanders' salary over the last, when he was in this NFL, I think it was 13 seasons, he earned a total of $33 million over those 13 seasons. And he earned additional $13 million from baseball. But when you look at it, he is now earning money based on his leadership skills, his ability to recruit people. Years ago he earned money to intercept balls and to take and to deliver hits and take hits, because sometimes he played two-way as a wide receiver. This is important, and I'm very happy for him, and I'm very happy for his family as he does this. I think the right choice, which is to further his career and improve, I believe, a team that really needs a good coach. So I am very supportive of this move by Coach Sanders, Coach Prime. This is a very good move, very good for his family, very good for his bank account. And I think that we should not be talking about what he can do for the community or that. You and I should do what we can for ourselves, and that will improve the community. That's my thoughts. Thanks, guys.